Well, for the first time, a federal judge has ruled that the military's don't ask, don't tell policy for gays is unconstitutional. And tonight, a former Marine sergeant who is gay is going public. Jim Key was one of the few, the proud and the silent. But on the heels of today's court ruling, this veteran of Operation Restore Hope is speaking out about what life is like for gays who serve. Senior correspondent Bob Jimenez has more on all this for us.
Well, Ann, tonight this is Jim Key's first public acknowledgement that he is gay and was once a U.S. Marine. But he said a federal judge also took the first step today toward letting the Supreme Court settle this highly controversial issue of gays in the Marines and in any form of service once and for all.
So Jim Key now works for Gay and Lesbian Community Services. But 10 years ago, he was a U.S. Marine and reached the rank of sergeant, all the while hiding the fact that he was gay.
You live in fear. You're constantly hiding. You're making excuses for things that you shouldn't have to make excuses for.
What would it have been like if you'd come out?
It would have been, I don't know what it would have been like, but it wouldn't have been pleasant.
Would other Marines have tried to hurt you?
I think it's a possibility.
Did you live in fear of that?
I lived in fear of people finding out.
Key eventually got out with an honorable discharge, but thousands like him are still in and continue to struggle with the military's don't ask, don't tell policy. Today it became easier. In his ruling, federal judge Eugene Nickerson called the policy unconstitutional because it equates sexual orientation with misconduct.
There is all kinds of irrational fears about who gay and lesbian people are, and they don't realize that they're serving with us right now, as gay and lesbian people are some of the best people in the military.
Yet the U.S. military plans to appeal today's ruling because it still believes the known presence of homosexuals can harm a military unit's cohesion. In fact, only 5 gays who've challenged the military are affected by the ruling. The policy of throwing a soldier out is still in force if other gay or lesbians in the military come out.
They wait, and they put their lives at risk for our country, living in fear. Living in fear of being kicked out.
Does the judge's reasoning hold up? A Navy admiral today called the gay lifestyle deviant. But Judge Nickerson wrote in his ruling, Hitler taught the world what could happen when the government began to target people not for what they had done, but because of their status. Jerry, Ann?
Thank you, Bob.
Thank you.